Hi everybody, our product here is called Ciphertext. First we'll introduce ourselves and then we'll introduce what we built. So my name's Tim, I'm a student at Woodle with my colleague Jeremiah over there.
My name is Muntaser, I'm a student at Florida Tech, and this is Woodle, he's also a student at Florida Tech.
And together we built this product, or prototype I should say, called Ciphertext. This product was inspired by the set of slides we're going to kind of run through here. The inspiration is that one day you're at the office, maybe you're in class, only to realize that your USB drive with a software deliverable or perhaps a important project or paper you've been working on, printing out, writing out, whatever else is actually at home in your room or somewhere safe and secure that normally it's a good place to have it, but today you've forgotten it or some other situation has separated you from this. So it's like, okay, I can't run back, my meeting's in 10 minutes, but my good friend is willing to actually go and get that for me, from my room or my home office or my safe or whatever else. This is great, okay.
So we can, you can tell your friend, hey, can you go to my house and open my locker and get this for me?
So I'm going to interrupt you here. You're going to have to download the Amazon Alexa app. I need you to make an account. No. I need your email, phone number, and then you have to authenticate it. And we have to be contacts. And can I have your social security number? You might need that for the app.
Yeah.
But
there goes all my privacy. There goes all my security.
The truth of the situation here, just like Muntaser was saying, is what do you do? I need to go and do this. Next slide. I kind of jumped the gun on my spiel here. But thankfully, you might have a smart lock on your door for your friend to go run and get something. But again, you run into this situation with these applications that are just so heavy and overbearing that you won't be able to download it, or it takes so long to set up. And going right through, dang, I jumped at my punchline here. But the idea here is that the problem we've identified from this is that smart home devices, they often require complex mobile applications with user accounts and authentication or other functionalities built in that are really unnecessary for the single task at hand of sharing your smart home device, such as this lock or otherwise, with a friend or trusted peer for to make things happen for yourself. That's pretty much right.
So we have Ciphertext, which is a mobile application platform that can allow you to grant access to your home or to secure parts of your home or the devices which are connected just via using text messages or using MMS. Right, so this is basically a demo or like a screenshot of what the app looks like. We're going to see it more in our demo. We've managed to connect our platform to something called the Droplet Cloud, which is an interface that connects to IoT devices, which can be used in home automation. So for example, if you have a Philips Hue light bulb, you can connect it to Droplet Cloud, and our app has an endpoint that talks to the Droplet Cloud, and we can control pretty much anything that has an IoT interface through the app. And you can get messages back and forth not only via an app, but you can get them via MMS or SMS.
So I'll run through it quick. I put the flowchart together here, how it works. Essentially, a user will select a device from the application. I'll show it here on this phone. You can see the squares, but we'll also show a demo on screen and physically too. So the user select an application, from their device. Like, okay, great. I have my light bulb and my secure storage door, whatever else. That'll come in later. Then I'll choose a method of authenticating my users. So again, you can see 3 buttons here. I'll show the more close-up demo in a second. Where I can grant access via my SMS, QR code, and also kind of an experimental Face ID we were working with. It got a little touchy at the end, so I don't know about that so far. But the telecom part is what we're here for. So you have the option to authenticate someone via an SMS message, a QR code, or to add that friend's face to the kind of facial recognition directory that we have tried to implement with the whole tech stack you'll see in a second. And then if my friend, if I have their SMS code sent to them via their phone number, they'll receive it on their phone. They'll walk up to our kind of secure storage panel and be able to log in there. Or they'll get the QR code and they'll actually be able to present that on their phone and scan that at our unit and unlock it that way. Or with the face message, I'll be able to just take a picture of my friend through the mobile app, and they can just walk up to my door and let themselves in. So those are the kind of the key functionalities. Look back at that as we do, allow access for a friend or a peer, over SMS or MMS for that one-time access, or facial recognition for returning guests. View access history for each device. I'll show that again in the app, and also get system and security updates for your connected home via those SMS and MMS notification systems that Muntaser has mentioned.
Right. So effectively, what this allows you to do is, let's say your phone turns off. You have something called missed call notifications, right? What if someone's at your door? If you have like someone's at your door notification, you can access that through here. Someone tried to open a safe in your house that you don't want them access to. You can get that tracked through here as well. And we have a notification system that sends you SMSs and MMSs where appropriate. So for example, we're going to show you in the demo real quick. We need a volunteer. If you try to open the door and you're not an authorized person, the owner of the safe or the door gets an MMS with a picture of the person at the door. This is the person that tried to open the door. Okay.
So for this demonstration, we'll launch into it here. We're going to do two things. One, I have it's called a hybrid mobile application, so I can cheat a little bit and actually have it show up in the web browser. But it does run on mobile devices natively with iOS or Android. But what I'll do here is I have my demonstration of my mobile application, and I will also have a Hangouts video call with my target user here. So Jeremiah, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on Hangouts, and we're actually we have a lot of hardware set up in another room, so we're going to display it. We're going to basically go and show you what our hardware setup is and how it works over in the other room. We're going to just call this computer our Google Hangouts.
Right, so this is our office, and that's our home, and we forgot something there, and we need a friend to help us get something from there. So can I have a volunteer for a friend?
It's also going to require having your phone number.
So if you're my friend, I need to know your phone number, which I'm going to input in the...
I already given out once today.
Okay, nice. Nice.
Do you want me to call you, Tim?
Yeah, I can log in.
So
Okay.
you can just join us here.
Yeah, we're going to walk over through a second once we get
Also, we'll be putting on more demos after this event.
So
after our presentation here.
So after the presentation, if you guys want to see the hardware, it's all set up there. You can go and see it because we want to make this really short. Are we good?
We're trying to make it really short. Give me a sec. I got to do my two-step verification. How appropriate. We need that. What is it when you're waiting on your call? You need some kind of entertainment.
Yeah, where's the holder, man?
You can see that we have these devices pulled from our Droplet Cloud, which is a home automation networking system of sorts. Here we have a virtual light device and also our secure unit. The secure unit really connects to a Raspberry Pi that we have in the back there. And that Raspberry Pi creates a server through Droplet that we're able to access and interface with over this IoT networking system, which is great because if we were to move forward with this as some kind of prototype, you'd be able to easily integrate more IoT or home automation platforms into the software. So I go into here and I have the ability to look at my device and say, okay, cool. So I can grant access via an SMS, a QR code, or my Face ID.
Okay, if we can have a volunteer again, and if anybody wants to see it, you can just walk over with our volunteer and have them. Yeah.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Which one are you doing?
Wait, come back for a second.
Oh, you doing? Which one are you doing?
7, I'm doing just the pin code right now. Pin code? 6727276. Oh, he already left?
Yeah.
I was going to show him getting the text, but that's fine.
Okay.
Now we wait for it to load. Requested authorization.
Okay. So now, unfortunately, we don't have the Hangouts running, so you can't see what's going on in the other room. But what this did is it sent our friend a one-time use PIN code that he can now use to access our locker. So what's going to happen is he's going to go up to the locker, and if he enters the correct PIN code, the locker is going to automatically unlock for him. If not, it's going to stay locked, obviously, and the owner of the locker is going to get a notification about an invalid access attempt that was made to open his locker. The same thing works for QR codes. So we can send a QR code of that we randomly generate to our user, and what the friend would have to do is go to the QR code, scanner, stand in front of it, and have the machine scan his QR code.
Yeah, yeah, who did we text? I don't know who did we send the text to? Do you have it on your phone? I was going to show it through the webcam if you wanted to show it on your phone. Like, oh, look, they got the text. But,
Oh, I did get the text, yeah. We were able to open it up now.
Okay. Do you show them the QR code?
No, we better wrap it up.
Okay. So so we can do authentication by face, by QR code, by PIN code, and we can also have notifications of all the activities. So basically, there's an audit trail that a user can have for any activities that were conducted or any access attempts that were conducted on their home or on their belongings. We've used a mashup of pretty much all the APIs available to us. The one thing that we were about a couple of hours away from implementing is voice commands. So we have a voice interpreter. We instead of using Google Cloud, we use IBM Watson, and we can actually transcribe speech with IBM Watson. We just we basically ran out of time while we were persisting our voice files to stay on the server.
Yep. Basically at both ends created, but they weren't linked up. So
yeah. We got a nice tech stack here. Feel free. We'll put the slides out and come see it afterwards. We have some cool future implications. If you want to hear about them later too. From idea to product. Thank you so much.
Excellent.